With this generation coming to a close, being the Wii's final year, it's time to discuss the top 5 Wii hardware problems. Now, I love Nintendo, I love the Wii, but that doesn't mean that I don't see what they do wrong. That doesn't mean I don't see what Nintendo does wrong. That doesn't mean that I won't see problems there were with the Wii's hardware. So we're going to get into a top 5. I know you freaking Wii haters are going to love this video, but honestly, dude, I did the same thing about the 360 a long time ago. I mean, I could honestly do the same thing about the PS3, but that would be too easy, and that'd be beating a dead horse and then shooting it and then drop kicking it and then stabbing it. So I won't do that. Sound. Now this is probably the least important, but still needs to be said. Now, the GameCube had Dolby Pro Logic 2 support. The Wii has Dolby Pro Logic 2 support. Now, that was cute or whatever with the GameCube, but with the Wii, come on now. There should have been true 5.1 support. There should have been a digital out for sound. No real excuse for not putting that in there. Now, granted, the average person cannot really tell the difference between Dolby Pro Logic 2 and true 5.1, but still, the fact that it wasn't in there was just cutting corners. That was just being cheap. No Bluetooth headset support. Really? Really? Now, the thing that's really jacked up about this one, and really makes me angry, is the fact that the Nintendo Wii and the PlayStation 3 both use the same Bluetooth technology I think it's by Broadcom. Yet the Wii has absolutely no Bluetooth headset support. Why? No, seriously, why? Why doesn't it? It makes no sense at all. If the Wii U does not have Bluetooth headset support, I am going to slap somebody at Nintendo. Seriously, I'm going to slap somebody at Nintendo. You just gonna see a video of me just slapping a nigga, telling them to have a seat over some Bluetooth headset support. The Wii U better have Bluetooth head support or it's on. It's on. This is probably gonna be a lot of people's number 1, but it's because they haven't seen number 2 or 1 yet. Now, no HD support. Now, Nintendo hinted, or at least teased, that they were throwing around the possibility of adding HD support to the Wii before it came out, and they decided to nix it all together. But what's dumb though is because from what I hear, the actual Wii development kits do have HD support. It's just the commercial Wii units that you and me buy that have it disabled. Now, that's crazy to me because, especially coming from Nintendo, who usually thinks ahead on that kind of thing. This is the same company that had all these mystery expansion ports on all their systems until the Wii. This is the same company that had an expansion pack for the N64, thinking ahead for high-res graphics. But they didn't leave the option only for the HD support. And it's not like the system is not powerful enough to do it. All it needed was another meg of on the frame buffer for HD. I mean, the PS2 is an example of this. The Gran Turismo on there is 1080i. The Xbox had 720p support, and the Wii's more powerful than both of them. So there's really no excuse for the non-HD. None. Even if they want to say, oh, it's because the market wasn't ready for it. We're not talking about a more powerful system. We're talking about just strictly the resolution support, and that should have been there. There's no excuse for that. Shaders. Lack of true shader support, or lack of, let's say, current shader support, is really what killed the Wii's chances with most third parties. Now, the reason why the Wii didn't get a lot of third-party support and a lot of ports isn't because the system wasn't powerful enough. It's because it lacked the shader standard. Period. If the Wii had even the same level of shader support as the 3DS, which is still, a lot of people get this wrong. The shaders on the 3DS are still fixed function. The 3DS does not have fully programmable shaders. If the Wii had the shader support like the 3DS, it would have gotten most of these third-party games. And if you need evidence, look at the 3DS. Look at all these games being made for the 3DS that were never even considered for the Wii. And the Wii is more powerful technically than the 3DS. The 3DS just has more current shader support. If the Wii had this, not only would it have been even more successful because it would have had the Nintendo first parties, it would have had a whole bunch of the multi-platform titles. And honestly, if that happened, a lot of people that own a Wii and bought a 360 and own a Wii and bought a PS3 because they were missing out on those games would have never done that because they wouldn't have been missing out on anything. Lack of true shader support hurt the Wii. It hurt the Wii. The Wii still did good without it, but with it, it would have been unstoppable. So now that brings me to number 1. Now I know a lot of you guys are probably scratching your head and like, oh, shaders, HD. What else could there be? What could possibly be number 1? The number 1 hardware flaw in the Wii, bar none, is Wii Connect 24/7. The reason why Wii Connect 24/7 is the biggest hardware fail is because it didn't do anything it was supposed to do. And it sacrificed system performance to do something that never happened. Wii Connect 24/7 is a straight fail. What is it? The system's been out 6 years and there's only one title that actually uses Wii Connect 24/7. Now, you guys probably don't remember, but before the Wii came out and they were advertising Wii Connect 24/7, it was supposed to be advertised as their system always being on, and developer, you would wake up in the morning to the pretty blue light and they would have DLC for you and secret levels and all kinds of stuff. None of that crap happened. None of it happened. And Wii Connect 24/7 is actually responsible for the Wii, even though it still has the lowest, by far the lowest failure rate of any of the systems released this generation. It still has the highest of any Nintendo system, and that's because of Wii Connect 24/7. But what really pisses me off about Wii Connect 24/7, besides the fact that they never did anything with it and it doesn't work, is that from reading, I forgot which one it was, but reading one of the Iwata asks on Nintendo.com about the Wii hardware, they sacrificed a lot of performance just to be able to keep the Wii on 24/7. And the fact that it doesn't even use it, and we could have had a way more powerful system for the same price, wouldn't have cost any more, just couldn't be on 24/7. That pisses me off. It really does, because it was just a waste. What a waste. Would you rather have the Wii system be more powerful for the same price, or would you rather it be the power as is now, just so you can see a pretty blue light every once in a while when you get a message 3 hours later? Exactly. Wii Connect 24/7 is the biggest hardware failure on the Wii. Oh yeah, and Nintendo, I'm very serious about that Bluetooth headset support. There better be Bluetooth headset support for Wii U, or you better check the box on that pimp slap. Have a seat.